Did I stutter? You heard me. The Vances are going to be the new Kennedys. You know, I was really impressed by getting to know RFK Jr. and working with him, and just the cachet that Kennedy name has. It's like royalty. There's no way he would be where he is right now if his name weren't Kennedy. And I think that's awesome.
Yeah, uh-huh.
So I want to start one of those families. That's what I'm doing.
And how are you beginning this project?
Uh-oh, you haven't heard?
No.
Jimmy, I'm pleased to announce that my half-brother Corey is running for mayor of Cincinnati.
No, I didn't hear that. That's a pretty slow start to trying to match the Kennedys.
Well, you have to start somewhere, dipshit. My son is too young to be appointed postmaster general or whatever, although he is oddly obsessed with the mail. He runs to the window every time the guy comes and just stares.
Uh-huh.
And then he counts the letters. It's a little weird.
Yeah.
I asked my wife, Usha, is this an Indian thing?
Okay.
And Jimmy, this might blow your mind here, but among my extended family, there are not a lot of good candidates for higher office. Corey's the best we got. And even him, we're testing the waters with mayor of Cincinnati. Jerry Springer was that.
Yeah, I know. Wow. Well, hopefully you and Corey can get your Vance hegemony up and running.
Well, his last name isn't Vance.
Oh, he's your half-brother on your mother's side?
No, we have the same dad.
I don't get it.
Okay, his name is Corey Bowman.
Uh-huh.
When I was born, my name was James Donald Bowman.
What?
But then my dad left, and my mom married some other guy named Hamill briefly. And then my name became James David Hamill. And then he and my mom disappeared, and my Vance grandparents took me in and just called me JD because they weren't sure which middle name to use.
That is a crazy story.
Oh, what? You've had the same last name your whole life? Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't realize I was talking to the Duke of London on a golden telephone or whatever.
I must say, that's pretty humble origin story for a political dynasty, right?
Yeah, and that's good, actually. If you were on your third last name so far, that signals to people that you do not come from money. The Kennedys were a fancy pants political family. They had estates on Cape Cod, played touch football, and all went to Harvard. The Vances will be the Kennedys for people who drank so much grape soda growing up that it permanently affected their body.
Yeah, but not everyone in your clan is named Vance, though. What are you all called?
The J.D. Vance Extended Universe.
Okay. Well, very catchy. Is your half brother Corey doing well in his bid for mayor, though?
No. There was a Republican primary, and he polled at 13% behind the incumbent mayor, who got 83%. A situation which in political lingo would be described as no bueno. But he did beat a third dude who I assume murdered someone, so he does go on to the next round or whatever.
Do you think there's any hope in this campaign gaining momentum?
Maybe if he polishes his messaging a little.
What's his platform?
Very unclear, Jimmy. He's an evangelical pastor, so a lot of God stuff, of course, but also Skyline Chili.
Yeah, Skyline Chili. I know. What about it?
Well, yeah, that's the thing. We've been over this, actually. He's just like, I really like Skyline Chili.
Yeah.
Maybe that could be my platform somehow.
Yeah.
It's probably like when you're helping someone start comedy, like, how about Skyline Chili? Is that a bit? And it's like, okay, you need to find an angle. Like he's sort of at open mic level right now.
I get you. Well, best of luck to you in the J.D. Vance Extended Universe there, J.D. Vance.
Thanks, dude. starting a political dynasty is a daunting task, but somebody has to do it.
Actually, no, nobody has to do it. We don't actually need dynasties. You ever think of that?
Whatever, man.
Are you worried that members of your dynasty will be assassinated as much as the Kennedys were? You ever think of that?
I had not thought about that, but now that's all I'm going to think about. Gee, thanks, Jimmy. Way to really infuse some positive energy into my endeavor. That's a fun brainworm to have. Awesome. Cool. Okay, then. Well, I have to go shop for Pope-mobile-like vehicles and military-grade flak jackets. Have a great day, Jimmy.
Okay. Stay safe, JD. I like that you have the same you have the same initials I have.
I know. It's confusing for the script.
Yeah, it is for the script. Yes. Okay.
My full name is Jimmy Dore Vance. That's my fourth name.
I like that. I'm gonna tell people
I
that.
do too, man.
Did you hear we're into a period of global cooling? Did you hear? I think the Earth is getting cooler. Did you know that? Because well, it's less awkward at parties, and it's even talking to women now. So.
Oh well, hey.
Yeah.
Finally, the Earth has grown some balls.
I think I'm sitting too low. How's that? Okay, yeah, now I'm better. Okay. I need to get a new chair. Let's get a new chair. Can we write that down? We get a new chair. I picked off all the freaking thing. Looks like my. Okay. Yeah, let's get it. Well,
oh yeah, those good ones, those ergonomic.
Oh, like those the ones that people do gaming in. You ever see those? Yeah. Tim Pool sits in those.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Okay. Hey, this is Jimmy. Who is this?
Hello, Jimmy.
Oh.
You know who this is. It's your favorite New York mayoral candidate.
Former New York Governor Andrew Cuomo. How are you?
Oh, I'm on top of the world, Jimmy. I heard you were just talking about the mayoral race in Cincinnati, Ohio. Bush League, Tin Horn. Jimmy, let's talk about a mayoral race with balls.
Yeah.
The Big Apple.
Fine. Are you still liking your chances there?
Liking my chances? Jimmy, good Lord, have you seen the polls? I've got this thing wrapped up like a Christmas present.
No kidding.
At this point in the race, the only purpose I serve is to induce the entertaining spectacle of my various opponents tripping over each other like the Keystone Cops to secure some sort of footing with ranked voting.
Yeah, I see.
They're not going to win, but some may get on the November ballot. So they're all fighting over the crumbs that I deign to toss them.
How arrogant of you.
Jimmy, I have in my veins the blood of Roman generals and emperors. Humility in the public square is a genetic impossibility for me. And it is genuinely funny.
Oh, is it now?
Jimmy, needless to say, I have a super PAC. So far, it has spent $2.4 million on my behalf. Not my money, mind you, just on my behalf.
Yeah. Right.
Now, old political enemies of mine have formed a PAC solely for the purpose of opposing me in this election. Jimmy, I want you to guess how much money that PAC has.
I'm gonna guess it's embarrassingly low. I don't know. How about $2 million?
Oh, so close, Jimmy. $2,000. $1,000. That's how much the Stop Cuomo PAC has raised. So my old political enemies can rent an apartment in Manhattan for approximately 1.5 weeks. Are we not admitting that is kind of funny, just in a simple numbers gag kind of way?
Yeah, fine. I do concede that's funny. You got me.
Now we're getting somewhere. And Jimmy, get this. These various bozos who think they can take down a fucking New York bull in the New York mayoral race, rumor has it, have been talking about joining forces, pooling their meager resources, and taking out attack ads on yours truly. They think they can gang up on me. The very idea.
Okay.
But the one guy who has refused to join them supposedly is this Zoran character who is polling the best out of all of them. Can you believe it? The one guy whose name sounds like Voltron is the one refusing to join forces with 4 other candidates.
Too bad. I'd like to see these ads, though.
What would an attack ad on me even be? What, they show a black and white, unflattering photo of me, voiceover comes on, Andrew Cuomo's balls are so big, the city budgetary committee projects a 7-figure renovation of the mayoral office would be required to even accommodate them. Andrew Cuomo, New York City can't afford him or his balls. Paid for by 4 losers who are going to lose to said balls.
You're really shameless, you know that? I mean, I'm pretty sure the attack ads would be about your record as governor and how you screwed things up.
Ancient history. New Yorkers don't care.
Yeah, I know.
And they can't afford these ads anyway, so they resort to taking ridiculous pot shots against me in the press.
Yeah, like what kind of pot shots are they taking against you?
Well, I'm glad you asked. Jimmy, take my opponent, Jessica Ramos. State Senator Ramos is polling 3% and has $1,039 in her campaign kitty.
You gotta be kidding me.
Nope. She couldn't afford an attack ad on a Bazooka Joe rapper. So she accuses me of publicly of losing my mental acuity and said that we can't have a Joe Biden moment in the mayor's office.
Well, is it true? Are you losing it?
Jimmy, don't be ridiculous. My intellect is as keen and sharp as my virility. The years have been very good to me. Nice try comparing me to Biden, but the joke is on her.
How so?
The only guy that New Yorkers would love more than a bull mayor like Andrew Cuomo would be an Andrew Cuomo who is kind of going crazy. The residents of the Big Apple love a spectacle. This town was built on the Bowery, vaudeville, and Broadway. Can you imagine anything more operatic than a Roman-featured strongman slowly losing his mind?
It sounds like a political liability to me, but what do I know?
You don't know New York City, my friend. I know entire neighborhoods in Queens who would pay money to see that, let alone cast a free vote.
Yeah.
It would be like Caligula all over again.
Yeah.
Fuck it, I'll make my favorite horse comptroller. I'll replace the Columbus Circle fountain with red wine. And 100 days of games.
Oh, my God. Okay. My old brother. How about that? How about if I just give you an old brother?
Oh, my brother. Sorry, muscle memory. The point is, they can't even smear me in ways that would make me look bad. Look, Jimmy, I know you also have little obsequious peons out there who are trying to take you down, smear you. Don't you get a little kick out of how desperate they come across?
I don't think that's the same thing, though. I mean, you're a political figure with a very compromised record, Andrew.
Jimmy, we are not so different, you and I.
Don't start with this again. We couldn't be more different. You always try this "we're bulls" crap with me. Come on.
Oh.
Yeah, okay. All right, we got to go. I got a show to do. Goodbye, disgraced former Governor Cuomo.
Jimmy, I feel like I'm going mad. My grip on reality is slipping. Who knows what I'll do? Oh, this is going to be fun. Arrivederci.
He's going to be frickin' mayor, isn't he? Yeah, of course he is.
And let's hope so.
Well, because you could do an impression of him, you mean?
Of course, that's what I mean.
Okay, all right. Well, it's great to talk to you. You got a show coming up at the Brewing Company?
The Brewing Company, our monthly show at Oddwood is later this month. We'll plug it next time. But in the meantime, you can follow me on Instagram. That's Mike McCrea online, MACRAE.
Okay. All right, Mike. Great to talk to you. You know, it's funny. I was reading the comments under your the video where you did Douglas Murray, and it's amazing how many people who is this guy? Who does the voices? I'm like, he's only been doing them on my show for literally 15 years. Mike McCrea.
Yeah,
Mike McCrea does the voices. And it's right there in the description. There it is, Mike McCrea. It's everything. Well,
it says on the screen.
Who's the guy? Who's the guy doing these voices? Anyway, all right.
Well, you're getting new viewers all the time.
I think maybe that's it, huh? Okay.
Yeah, these people haven't all been listening for 14 years or whatever.
I always
on the show.
Mike,
that's a good thing.
I know. I always thought that your voice sketches would be the most popular thing on this show, and that I would be writing your coattails. That's what I really did. I think we needed to add some AI to it somehow. You know, that's all.
Hey, let's get ChatGPT on there. I don't know how it works.
I don't know how to do it either.
I was busy figuring out the Zoom thing today.
Yeah, it works. It worked. A nice job. All right, we got to take a break, and we'll be right back.
All right.